I'm Michael Nadler from Market Lead, and today's video is the most important metrics to look at in your Google Ads account. So this is a question I get asked a lot when people ask me for like optimization lists or what they need to look at in accounts. Now these videos in the next part of the series are going to seem quite simple, but at the end of the day, it's the simple things that get the best results. So I have these conversations with people a lot. So the fact that I'm having them a lot means that a lot of these things, while they might seem like they're common sense, they're actually not. So we'll go through it, and this will just be the first part now. So going through this, level one. So this is the most important data, and I'll just make myself a bit smaller here. So always start with the results. I know it sounds simple, I know it sounds clear, but this is the most important thing to start off with. Regardless if you're looking at a campaign, ad group, or keyword level, or even a product level with e-commerce products, you want to be looking at the results first. So always start with results. It could be conversions, cost per conversions, conversion rate, phone calls. Even with e-commerce, it would be revenue by time, e-commerce conversion rate, and then return on ad spend. We're just going to go with this for the lead generation example. So always start with results. And when you're looking at results, you just want to look at these because these are what going to set the benchmarks of your account. But the benchmarks will also be established by one, what your internal goals are, and two, what the actual data in the account, but also the industry is allowing you to set. So when I work with clients or when I'm looking at data, I always look at conversion data first. So in lead generation accounts, I'm always only looking at the conversions, cost per conversion, and conversion rate, and making sure that these marry up with the data that I expect the results to be. Is it that I'm getting enough conversion data? Am I getting enough leads? Is the cost per lead too high, or are we getting at a really good price? And the conversion rate, how well are we converting in the account? Now, the other thing that a lot of people do overlook is phone calls, and especially for lead generation or local-based businesses, phone calls are really important. They're probably actually more high intent than getting a lead conversion. So make sure that when you're doing your analysis or your breakdown of the data, always look at the phone calls, because this is such a valuable piece of data that people do overlook, especially in their reporting, that does stop them from getting better results. Make sure that when you're also reviewing your campaigns, your ad groups, and even your keywords, look at the phone calls column, because that's a really valuable source to know when people have a really high buying intent when they're actually going to call, or what keywords or what ads make them actually take that action. So the next slide is, you want to start with those because they show results. Now, with Google Ads, it's an outcome-based channel. We want to be focusing on results first, then reverse engineering. So once you know your results, start to look at what caused it then. And that's what's going to be the next video. But once you know on a campaign, ad group, or keyword level, once you know those results, that's when you can start looking back at what was the keyword, what was the ad, what was the cost per click, what was the impression share, what was the data that helped actually deliver the result. At the same time, it'll actually help you diagnose when things aren't going right and what you need to do. Because if you're always using results as the main metric to look at when you start looking at an account, you can actually diagnose if things are going well or they're going bad. And it's a really clear KPI. If these numbers look good, you won't need to go any deeper. Like obviously you need to do optimizations on accounts, but if you're just doing a quick spot check on an account, you won't need to go any deeper just for the moment. But if you do need to go deeper, that's where the next video I'll show you will go into. So just going over it again, the most important data when you're looking at an account, just on the first level, is always just look at the conversions, cost per conversions, conversion rates, and phone calls. This is just for lead gen. Obviously e-commerce is different, but this is just more of an example because I speak to a lot of lead generation businesses that when they're asking me about the account, they just don't know what data to look at or other specialists. So always start off with conversions. Super simple, but I just need to put this out there because a lot of people continue asking me this question. If you like this video, let me know. Put a comment below, like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy. Now, you know what time it is. I'll keep this short. Like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with the latest and greatest Google Ads and paid ad news. And lastly, it's your time to be number one. So Market Lead is now taking on new clients. So if you're serious about increasing sales, increasing customers, and more importantly, scaling your business, book in a strategy session with someone in my team and you'll get a free action plan. Just go to marketlead.com.au, go to the strategy session link, and then book it in there. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep this short. Enjoy.